AI coding assistants were supposed to make developers 10 times more productive. Every company promised it. Every demo looked magical. So what actually happened? 3 years into the AI coding revolution, we finally have real numbers. And they tell a more interesting story than the marketing promised. I'm going to break down the 3 major players, GitHub Copilot, Cursor, and Claude Code, with actual productivity data and honest assessments. Here's what surprised me most. Developers are completing 21% more tasks. But their companies aren't shipping any faster. That disconnect matters. We'll cover what each tool actually does well, what it doesn't, and the specific workflows where you'll see real gains versus just feeling busy. Plus, I'll tell you which one is worth your money, and which claims you should ignore entirely. Let's set the scene. GitHub Copilot launched in June 2021 as the first mainstream AI coding assistant. It had Microsoft's backing and immediate VS Code integration. For 2 years, Copilot basically owned the market. It was good enough, it was cheap, and it was already in the editor most developers used every day. Then Cursor showed up with a different philosophy. Instead of adding AI to an existing editor, they built an entire editor around AI from the ground up. There's a quote that captures this perfectly. Cursor is an editor with AI capabilities, while Copilot is an AI capability in your editor. Claude Code entered the scene in 2024, taking yet another approach. It's not an editor at all. It's an AI that operates directly in your terminal. The latest Claude Code update in January 2026 added features like skill hot reloading and session teleportation, capabilities the others don't have. So today, you've got 3 distinct philosophies. Copilot adds AI to your workflow, Cursor rebuilds around AI, and Claude Code talks to your entire code base. Let's talk scale. GitHub Copilot has 20 million users and powers 90% of Fortune 100 companies. Over 3 million people pay for it. That's not just adoption, it's entrenchment. When your entire Fortune 100 company uses a tool, switching costs become enormous. Copilot individual costs $10 a month. Business tier runs $19 per user. Enterprise pushes to $39 per seat. Cursor Pro costs $20 monthly. So it's positioned between Copilot individual and business pricing. No enterprise tier yet. Claude Code runs on Anthropic's API pricing, which can be harder to predict. Heavy users might spend more. Occasional users might spend less. But here's where it gets interesting. Those 20 million Copilot users aren't all seeing the same results. Productivity gains vary wildly based on how you use the tool. The honest industry assessment. AI coding assistants deliver 20 to 30% productivity gains. Not 10 times. 20 to 30%. That's still significant, almost a third more output. But it comes with a huge asterisk. These gains concentrate in specific workflows, not everything you do. Where AI coding tools excel, debugging, writing boilerplate code, and code review. Repetitive, pattern-based tasks where the AI has seen similar examples millions of times, where they struggle. Novel architecture decisions, complex business logic, and anything requiring deep understanding of your specific domain. This explains a paradox in the data that researchers keep finding. Individual developers are measurably more productive. Their companies aren't shipping any faster. Developers are completing 21% more tasks and merging 98% more pull requests. But organizational DORA metrics remain largely unchanged. Some researchers suggest AI tools help developers do busy work faster, more tasks completed, but not necessarily the tasks that move the needle on shipping real products. That's a provocative interpretation, but it highlights something important. Measuring AI productivity isn't as simple as counting tasks completed. Now, there's one company with fascinating internal data, Anthropic themselves. Their employees report using Claude in 60% of their daily work. Those same employees claim a 50% productivity boost, and that number has doubled or tripled compared to the previous year. Now, that's self-reported data from people who literally build the tool. Take it with appropriate skepticism. But the trajectory is interesting. Here's a concrete example. Claude Code mapped a 50,000-plus line codebase in under 10 seconds. A senior developer would need 2 to 3 hours for similar analysis. That's not about writing code. It's about understanding code. When you inherit a project or onboard to a new team, that analysis time adds up fast. Each tool has a different strength. Copilot excels at autocomplete, those inline suggestions that finish your code as you type. Cursor's advantage is multi-file editing. It can make coordinated changes across your entire project, understanding how files connect to each other. Claude Code's specialty is codebase comprehension. It builds a mental model of your entire project and can answer questions about architecture and dependencies. Think of it this way. Copilot is a really fast typist. Cursor is a coordinated editor, and Claude Code is a senior architect who actually read the whole codebase. So which should you choose? It depends on what slows you down most. Different bottlenecks call for different tools. If you're already in VS Code and want minimal friction, start with Copilot at $10 monthly. It's the cheapest entry point and requires no workflow changes. If you want the most advanced AI integration and don't mind learning a new editor, try Cursor's 2-week free trial. The multi-file editing is genuinely impressive. If your bottleneck is understanding complex code bases, especially when inheriting projects, Claude Code's comprehension abilities might be worth the variable pricing. There's an ongoing debate about junior developers. Do AI tools help them learn faster by providing examples? Or do they develop bad habits by copying without understanding? The research is genuinely mixed on this. Some studies show faster skill development. Others show shallower understanding. Your mileage may vary. If you're learning to code, here's my suggestion. Use AI tools for explanation more than generation. Ask why code works, not just what to type. For non-developers, there's an underappreciated use case. These tools can help you understand code others wrote, even if you never write code yourself. Need to understand what a script does before running it? Want to know if a contractor's code actually does what they claimed? AI assistants can translate. Let's talk about the elephant in the room: security. These tools see your code. With Copilot, that code trains future models unless you opt out. Cursor processes code on their servers. Claude Code sends data to Anthropic's API. Every tool involves trade-offs between capability and data exposure. If you work with sensitive code, check your company's security policies first. Many enterprises have approved tool lists. Some industries have compliance requirements. The pricing models matter more than you might think. Copilot's flat rate is predictable. Claude Code's usage-based pricing means costs scale with activity. If you're on a team, Cursor's $20 per seat competes directly with Copilot Business at $19. You're really comparing feature sets at that point. Enterprise adoption patterns show something interesting. Companies often use multiple tools. Different developers prefer different approaches, even on the same team. That's actually healthy. The tools aren't mutually exclusive. You can use Copilot for daily coding, Cursor for complex refactors, and Claude Code for codebase exploration. Looking forward, the February 2026 release of Claude Opus 4.6 brought enhanced coding capabilities. The competition keeps pushing all tools to improve. What worked best a year ago might not be the right choice today. The category is evolving quickly, and the gap between tools keeps shifting. Don't over-optimize your choice. Pick one, use it seriously for a month, and evaluate whether it actually speeds up your specific work patterns. Here's your homework for this week. Identify your biggest coding time sink. Is it writing boilerplate? Debugging? Understanding unfamiliar code? Match the tool to the problem. Expect 20 to 30% gains on specific tasks? Not everything. Debugging, boilerplate, and code review are the sweet spots. Novel architecture still needs human brains. The gap between individual productivity and organizational output remains the most interesting unsolved problem. Making one person faster doesn't automatically make the team faster. Teams should measure what actually matters. Time to ship features, defect rates, developer satisfaction. Task counts are vanity metrics without context. The companies building these tools are using them internally, which creates interesting feedback loops. Anthropic building Claude Code with Claude Code means constant real-world testing. When Anthropic reports their engineers are 60% more productive, they're not testing on toy problems. They're building production AI systems. That's a more meaningful signal than most benchmarks. Even with the obvious conflict of interest, they're building real products with real stakes. Pay attention to what companies use internally, not just what they sell externally. Eating your own cooking is a good sign. The bottom line on AI coding assistants: they're useful, they're not magic, and the right choice depends on your specific workflow and bottlenecks. 20 to 30% productivity gains are real and achievable, but only if you know where to apply the tools. The magic happens in the match, not the tool. Copilot for fast autocomplete, Cursor for coordinated multi-file edits, Claude Code for deep codebase understanding. Pick based on your bottleneck, not the hype. That's it for today. If you found this useful, subscribe for more honest takes on AI tools that actually work. See you next week.